Welcome everyone, this is Diktaturen, and today we have two races for you. We are gonna go to Russia and we are gonna go to Belgium and race in Spa. I'm not too pleased about these two races, so we're gonna go over them one by one. First off, in Russia, I was expecting a rain race, so I was very happy here to see that it was dry, because I practiced super much for this race and I felt very excited. I really expected myself to do a good race, and unfortunately it got cut very short. You will find out why as we are looking to head into my last quali lap. The first one put me in P2 and then all the way down to P6 after some other guys finished their laps. Now we are gonna give the Dynamite a slipstream, so I'm kindly waiting for him here. And he is right up there now. We are gonna give him the slipstream, move away, and we're gonna stick with him here because he is gonna give us the slipstream on the second straight, or the first start finish straight, let's just say that. So he's on the medium tire. He wasn't too keen on getting far up ahead. He just wanted to get a start on the mediums and possibly get into the top 10s and start from there, but he's gonna be happy wherever he's put. Now our first qualifying lap starts and we are immediately getting a better start than what we had before. We tried to get the slipstream right before, but we never really pulled it off. So we're gonna go up ahead towards the first corner, and we have Veeb in front, I think, who retired on track once again. We lost a little bit of time there, but it's Russia and I lost some time as well in some corners, so we're gonna possibly see me gaining some back now, and especially it's late in the qualifying session and then the track is always a little bit more warmer. So if you look here on this corner, we're gaining half a tenth immediately. So hopefully we can keep that up going into 5th gear and gaining once again. Will we nail this corner too? We do it very nicely. Now we're 1/10 up on the last time as Emso just set the fastest lap there. And onto the second DRS straight, we are 2/10 up now, which is very good. I am hoping that this will be a good time, but it's always this last sector that we're coming up to now that I'm always failing a little bit. Getting a purple sector in the middle sector there. Now we just have to properly get this right. We are going a little bit wide. Nothing too bad though. We lost a little bit of time, but we're gaining back immensely on that exit. Now the last turns, we were 2.6 up. Where will we end up? 2.7 up, and we are P2 once again. But we have a couple of guys out on laps. Neresteye is out. I think Lil Tango is out as well. Hopefully they won't be gaining too much, but it's Neresteye coming up here. You know it, he's almost gonna get P1. Back into P3, we have Little Tango on laps, we have Papa Åberg, Blue Monkey, Skillers. The Dynamite is not on a lap as he gave me slipstream there. Now we're looking at Little Tango. Is he going to beat us here? Hopefully not. He's just beating us by 2/10. Papa Åberg and Blue Monkey. Blue Monkey doesn't look like he's gonna gain on his stash there, as we get a little bit of a sneak peek on the steering wheel. If it's green there, they are gaining. If it's not, they're not. It's a little bit glitched though, so you never know. Skillers, it is looking red, not looking like he's gonna improve. He is not. And Alexander going into the pits, abandoning his lap. So we are P4, our best quali start so far. So super excited as we're gonna start the formation lap. I am with the likes of Neresteye and Emso up ahead, and Lil Tango, Metal Machine, two new guys. Obviously they have pace since they are starting up here. It's just a question of did they just practice or did they not? And now we are looking to get on the grid to get our position, and hopefully I can finally get a good start, as our start has been catastrophic lately. I don't think I've gotten a good launch And I think it's always because I'm a little bit too excited to get on the throttle. So this time I thought to myself, take it easy, just slow and steady, and let's see how it goes. And it's lights out. We are once again struggling, but the people behind are also struggling, so we're gonna get the slipstream of Lil Tango. Metal Machine is just to our left here. I am a little bit cautious, don't want to run to the left, maybe bump into him, so I'm going into next to Lil Tango, who is squeezing me onto a diving cello. And I am so frustrated here. Cello got a penalty for this dive after the race, so but we're still gonna be able to catch up, but I am oversteering to my left, have to overcorrect to my right. And this is not good for neither me or Cello. This last incident, completely my fault. I got some oversteer, my car was kind of leaning left, I have to correct it to the right, and he is there. I should have been cautious with my tires, as they were extremely overheated, so I skipped forward here, going to the hard tire, Cello behind on the medium tire, which I think is the correct choice, as we can see when I skip forward some more laps. I never got ahead here, really. I did this as well, not really. Yeah, Weber going past us as well. Not my race at all. I tried to stick it in case of a safety car. I changed the softs, didn't work. I was completely left behind. I retired from this session. Extremely disappointed about this race, as I did a lot of practices in and I thought I would do well. Neresteye with the win, Alexander in P2 and Lil Tango P3 debut, so very good from him. And Dynamite with a nice P7. And looking at driver standings, Neresteye P1, Nuggetbox P2, Semso P3, Dynamite P9, me P13. On to Spa. Once again, completely expecting a rain race. I think if there is a rain race anywhere, it's gonna be in Spa. So really excited to see what it's gonna be, but it looks sunny once again. And in Spa, both me and the Dynamite deliberately said, let's not practice, because we don't know what's gonna be. It's probably gonna be rain, and if it's gonna be rain, then there's no point. So, but it ended up being a dry race, funnily enough. So we are a little bit screwed here. I did set a time earlier. I'm gonna do the last quali time now, but my first one I ended up in P12, I think P8 originally, but got dropped down to P12 after some more guys set their laps. I got a horrible start on the first straight, so I have some time to gain. I am sure I'm gonna end up gaining though eventually, because like I said previously, in Russia, when we are on the last qualifying laps, when it's late in the qualifying session, the track is gonna be heated up and way better. So on this first DRS straight, we are just gonna try and go safe, because I don't want to end up this far behind. I'm P13 now, but we're gaining on the Delta slow and steadily. This is a part where I think I'm gonna be able to gain, and I definitely am gaining, but a snap of oversteer, which isn't optimal at all. And right there I would have invalidated if I went out immediately, so I stay out, and now I'm a 10th back, so I have to gain even more time right now to catch up. And finally we are on the green in Delta. We are hoping to stay in the green now, as we're pushing the car a little bit, and a little bit too much, as this curb is deadly to go on, but we're still a 10th up. We are almost cutting this corner and coming up into the last race. We are 2 tenths ahead now, which won't be enough to put us far up, but it's definitely going to be enough to put us a little bit higher up. I was preferably looking to be P11 here, so I can get the free choice of tires and start on medium tire, as everyone else ahead is going to start on softs. So we are struggling a lot with this car, but gaining a lot on the exit. P11. In my mind right now, I'm thinking, I'm praying to God that I'm gonna end up there, but I'm getting put into P12 eventually, but it's super good for me. Free choice of tire, mediums, and away we go. getting a very good launch this time. And there's gonna be a pack up ahead, but we're gonna go on the outside of everyone here. And we're gonna gain 3 places from that, maybe 8. We have Edu right next to us here. And we have to stay ahead from in here. I think it's too far behind, so I'm just gonna take this corner. I think it's mine. No touching there, I think, and Edu looks to be fine. We are 1 second behind Lord Gaben though, so I'm gonna be burning my battery and ERS here to get up ahead. And he is gonna be held up a little bit, so I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to get into this 1 second and stay a little bit there, hopefully. But don't forget, they are on the soft tire. The soft tire is so much quicker than the medium tires from the beginning. And from my experience, the softs around here will eventually drop off around maybe after 5 or 6 laps, and the mediums will be pretty much competitive with them. So for me right now, it's only to stay as ahead as I can. I'm looking to be overtaken. I'm not looking to overtake, and I'm almost losing the car in this corner, as these mediums are not proper just yet. So looking ahead in my head, because I'm always trying to plan ahead when I'm racing, I'm thinking here that Edu is probably gonna get ahead of me. I am burning a little bit too much of battery. Looking back, I should have just let him through here so I could stick behind him coming up through Arouge, as it wouldn't have made a difference, because right now my ERS is out and he's still gonna get in back this time. The difference being that he's gonna be behind me up Rouge, and that just means that he's going to overtake me there. And I'm 1.5 seconds behind Lord Gaben up ahead. Not good at all. So up towards Rouge, and Edu is two tenths behind. He's gonna overtake as soon as we get up here. And then it's all about just staying within him instead. Hopefully we are gonna be able to do that, as he does not have any slipstream from the cars up ahead. So we're gonna see where we're eventually gonna end up here, as we are following through on these couple of corners, and then we're gonna skip a few laps up and see where we are time-wise. Edu 1.6 seconds ahead, and we have Noel behind us 2 tenths. Gonna be the same process here. These softs are dropping off, as I'm gonna be able to probably follow Noel a little bit here. Noel sweeps by with DRS and thanking us, or saying hi, pushing his DRS back up and down. I think it was a thank you, because I didn't put up anything of a fight. I am more than happy to let him go, as everyone up ahead is on softs, the people behind are on softs. I'm in a very good position on these mediums now, because eventually they're gonna be having to pit soon, and I'm gonna be on the optimal strategy and being super quick by the end of the race. And that is unless there's a safety car, unless there's a virtual safety car, which will eventually give these guys up ahead a free pit stop, as I'm not gonna be able to do anything. Maybe go on the hards or just staying out, but I'm gonna be put in an extremely bad spot with a safety car. With Noel now 6 tenths ahead, I think we'll be able to stick with him, and there's the safety car.
Slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
In my mind right now, I'm like, okay, do I go for the box and go for the hards? Because right now I would like to go to the medium tire, but I can't go to the medium tire because you always have to switch between soft to medium, or medium to soft, or medium to hard. So I'm choosing to stay out, which I think is the correct choice even now, as it's possible it could be another safety car, but everyone else behind is pitting, so I am the only one out right now on older tires. And it's not gonna be optimal for my race, but I'm thinking that I don't have another choice. If I go in now, I'm gonna be boxing for the hards, and I don't think the hard is the right tire to be on right now. We have Neresteye behind on hard tires, and Lord Gaben as well, but Neresteye changed his mind and went in to get the mediums afterwards, so he made a slight mistake there. And we are right now just heating up the tires so they are in optimal temperature, as the safety car is gonna go inside. I want to take as much time as I can right here because I don't want Emsu to get ahead of me, because if he gets ahead of me he's just gonna fly away, and I don't want that. I want to be able to stick ahead of everyone. So starting my lap now, and Emso did a good start as well, so he's just right behind. Tixi, Lord Gaben with a 3-second penalty, and Edu behind everyone. No one of them has to pit anymore. I'm the only car that has to make a pit stop right now before the end of the race. Not looking good for me, but I'm in P1, anything can happen. And coming up, Arush and Emso gained a ton of time on me there. I don't really know how, as I felt like I burned all of my ERS. So he is looking for the overtake here. He's gonna go around my left side. I'm hugging the inside. I am way ahead here, but he is moving in. And we collide, leaving Emso just on my inside, tapping me and spins out. This is not good for anyone. I was super unsure if I was at fault here, because I did feel like at the moment that I was too far ahead. Track limit warning, but we're gonna look from the commentator's perspective.
The safety car, Dicto is going to try and fight this one. And I think on the outside of Campos, it's going to be difficult for Emso to make this one stick. And oh dear, that has not worked out at all. Been clipped on the right side, been spun around. Emso's now going to wait for every car to pass on by.
So Emso in last position effectively right now out of this race, as I don't know, I can totally see myself getting a penalty for this and I won't be upset, but I also felt like this was very optimistic for him to go and stick it around my inside there, as I think this corner was mine. And now Tixi is looking for the overtake here, not really looking to fight it, but we are still fighting it, and I'm just not interested in putting up into too much of a fight, so I'm gonna let Tixi go here and eventually just stick with him. But as my tires are getting older and older on the 9th lap right now, and his is just a couple of laps old, he is gonna be quicker than me, and regardless, he is quicker than me on this track. But just later on, we have a virtual safety car.
Delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Right now in my mind I'm like, yeah, this virtual safety car is not gonna last until the pit stops. If they lost, maybe I can go in and get maybe a set of softs and just make them last. But I'm super unsure if I stay out or go. It might not be another safety car, and then this is the moment to pit if it's gonna be still active when we get there. And sometimes these virtual safety cars, they can last for a couple of minutes, and sometimes they just last for 30 seconds. So I have to make a quick choice as we're coming up towards the pit now, and I am deciding to go in and grab a new set of softs after some hesitation there, and I'm unsure. As the virtual safety car is just ending as we're entering the pits, we are still maybe gaining 1 second, but remember, all of these guys behind, they got a free pit stop, as I'm gonna lose 20 seconds from this easily. Grabbing soft tires as well, which I can make them last, but I will definitely be in puncture territory once the race is coming up to an end. We have Hib, P18, DNF'd, and I am moving up, got the fastest lap, last lap here, and I am behind Dynamite. We have Bubbles spinning out as well, so up into P15. I am speaking a little bit with Dynamite here. I want to get through him because I have new fresh tire of softs. He is going wide and he is letting me go, so I can be behind Metal Machine and try to push it, and hopefully we can gain a couple of positions very fast, because I need to get past these guys very quick in order to make this strategy work. And I am on 16% already. We have 10 laps to go, and I've been on this tire for maybe 2 or 3 laps. 2 laps. So it's not looking good for me here. These tires will be struggling later on. Anyway, behind Metal Machine, and I'm gonna be looking for the overtake. We have a yellow flag up ahead as we have Viberg, who DNF'd, and we have another safety car. This race is shaping up to be something interesting, and right now I have another decision. I should definitely stay out. when I'm looking back.
Understood. Copy that.
But I'm not thinking, and I'm going in to make a pit stop. This was the worst decision I made in this race, because the safety car is gonna be out for 2 laps, which means it's gonna be lap 15 when we're gonna restart. Lap 15 to lap 22, my tires would still be somewhat fresh because I could just save them as much as I could behind the safety car. And now I pit on a used set of softs, which technically means...
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Jeff just keeps talking. This technically means that these soft tires are not much better than my old ones, and I went to P30 now. If I stayed out, I would have been P3, P4, somewhere around there, and getting ahead of everyone, and still having quite fresh softs, so I wouldn't be slow. So this was the mistake of this race for me. We're behind Neresteye, we are behind Emso, 2 rapid drivers. Emso's looking on the overtake on Papa Åberg, but they're gonna go side by side up Rouge. We have a yellow flag up ahead, and this is Tixi, who got a drive-through penalty on the virtual safety car from speeding up, and he got disqualified because he never took this drive-through penalty, as the safety car came in way too early, and I think he ignored the first time he could take a drive-through penalty, and then the safety car came out, he couldn't take it behind that, and it just he had to retire because of disqualification. The game just told him, "Nah, you're done playing." Anyway, behind Neresteye, and Emso got ahead of Papa Åberg, and as Neresteye is super quick, I am really thinking in my head, I need to get ahead, but how do I overtake the Flying Finn? I hope that some guys up ahead will be slow. He's gonna have to overtake them. Maybe some mistake happens and I can just get ahead that way. But it's looking very bad for me right now. And everyone ahead, except the top 2, top 3 guys, are on fresh tires. So I don't really have the tire advantage either. In Russia, I don't think there was much I could do. Almost bumping into Neresteye here. In Russia, I don't think there was a lot I could do, as the positions were taken from me, in my opinion. I couldn't have done anything else there. I was squeezed, I was sandwiched, and it wasn't my fault, except the incident right after where I took out Cello, but I still, it would have been a struggle, that race. But this race, I had the chance, if I was thinking a little bit more, I had a chance to do something good out of this race and maybe squeeze in some points. But right now it's looking very dark for me, and I don't think we're gonna have time for another safety car. We're having people going for moves up ahead, Papa Åberg, Dynamite, and Neresteye fighting. And hopefully this means I'm gonna be able to find some way through eventually. So I wanna be as close as I can right up Neresteye's gearbox, and maybe I can follow him through when he's going for an overtake somewhere. But Dynamite and Papa Åberg are fighting a lot here, taking the esports line, and almost gonna be able to get ahead of Neresteye using my overtake. And I'm feeling I have opportunity to go on the inside, so I'm gonna dive in on the inside. Neresteye closes the door, leaving me enough room, not getting through, but we're gonna have more chances. Getting really close now to Neresteye, and just putting our foot way too hard down on the throttle. Front wing damage, lost place, bad tires. In my mind, I'm just thinking I'm not gonna give up. There might be another safety car, might put me in a position where I'm gonna have really nice set of soft tires. So I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna go in, get this wing repaired, and just hope for the best. And what I forgot here is that I turned off repair wing damage, and you're gonna see me noticing this really fast. So there, I'm going to the softs, I'm moving on, not thinking about it, and then I wait, what did I just see? And I can't change, they're not gonna repair my wing. So I'm choosing to retire. Eventually Emso, the guy I took out, winning the race. Incredible drive from him and good strategy as well to stick it in there. But for my sake, I'm very exhausted right now. I'm very tired. And yeah, just gonna have to bounce back and keep looking positive. We have Monza coming up next Sunday. I will prepare and be ready for that, so I hope I'll see you there. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you for watching. Have a really awesome week, and goodbye.